It is time to dig into the Loopwheel T-shirts. Come with me and let me share with you my thoughts and my experience. See you inside. Are Loopwheel T-shirts worth it? Before to answer that questions and share with you my thoughts and experience, I want to set the basis what I consider a good quality T-shirt. I always look in for, when I'm looking for a good quality T-shirt, I look in four points. First one, the raw materials need to be 100% cotton. And between that cotton, if better if is Supima, Pima, or Egyptian cotton. Most of the tees are made by outline cotton, which compared with the Supima, Pima, or Egyptian are inferior quality, which impact in the durability of the t-shirt itself. Second, in the way this making the yarn, how they do the yarn, because that's going to impact in the characteristics of the fabric when it's weaving. Third, the technique they use for weaving or knitting the fabric. When knitting the fabric, they are use two systems. First one is flat knitting, which is the widespread and the gold standard for the production of any t-shirt that you see in the market, and the famous tubular knitting, which are made with two types of machine. Loopwheel machine, which are the oldest one that were developed in 1920, or tubular knitting machines that were developed after 1950s. Then four is in the way they is constructed and the characteristic of the stitching and the color they use and how is the shape of that tee. That four elements are very important when I assess the quality of the t-shirt. Loopwheel t-shirts, if you've seen how it's produced, is the oldest way to produce tees. We've seen this video are machines that are hanging from the ceiling and produce the knitting very slow and in very low tension. That gives that special characteristic, which is different from the other tees and the way if you compare the fabric itself. If you have in your hand a flat knit t-shirt and a tubular knitting t-shirt made with Loopwheel machines, you're gonna immediately note the difference. The fabric in the flat knitting is gonna be more dense. Let's put this, for example. You're gonna see the difference. I don't know if you can appreciate. It's tightened compared with the Loopwheel. The main difference when you use tubular knitting and flat knitting is the drape due to the lack of tension. If you compare tubular knitting with Loopwheel knitting, you're gonna see the same characteristic. I don't know if you can appreciate. This is tubular knitting and this is Loopwheel knitting. It's gonna be the drape. You can see here in the images. Wear now a Loopwheel, and then now I wear the tubular knitting. They are very, very different in terms of the drape of the fabric itself. All depend if you are into this and you're watching this video. I suppose you care about how it looks your tee, and moreover, these tees tend to be very expensive compared with the regular tee that you can buy for $20 or even $8 or even that they give you for free. But let's keep digging into why these are so expensive. The thing is, the characteristic of this, many people say, is in the way they constructed, lack of side seams. There are two things that I think about the lack of side seam because it's tubular knitting. First one, the fact that you don't have side seams, you don't want to see, in theory, for the people who are advocate for tubular Loopwheel knitting, there is no twisting. And then you don't want to see the twist when you wear in long term these shirts. But I kind of disagree with that because We're going to give you two examples. Three examples, really. First one, the expensive one, Ironheart. These are worn for a long time. This is a heavy t-shirt from Ironheart, and you see there is not almost twisting here. That means it's a flat knitting, good quality tee. It's expensive. Yes, I know it's expensive. We're talking about the higher end in the heritage clothing are expensive, but there is no twist. Then that's something I keep in mind. The other thing is, for example, this is flat knitting made of Supima cotton. This shirt has 4 years of continuous use and be really beaten because being cheap, I don't take care of this shirt. But you can see here what it says, the twisting. But if when I wear is no noticeable, really is not noticeable. Then I have another. This is expensive and it's really bad quality. It's really bad quality. There is another thing, the tubular. Here, there's minimal twisting here, minimal twisting, and again, is flat knitting. Then, what is the advantage of the flat knitting compared with the tubular knitting in terms of design? You can tailor your sheet in your t-shirt in the way you want. Then you can give shape. It can be more tailored, more fashionable tee. Okay, this is Oliver Brown. This has one wash and it's already looks horrible. Already looks just only one wash. When you buy it from the rack or from the shop, look at that. It start to having peeling. I don't know if you can appreciate that. Start to having peeling after one wear and one wash. This is a really bad quality t-shirt. It's not gonna last long. But I bring this for two reasons. First one, this costs 95 pounds, more than $100, and it has a nice shape. The sleeves are very nice, but the quality itself is horrible. This is really horrible. It's not something that's gonna hold. But I bring this because you can see how this can be tailored. That's one of the characteristic of this. Then the people who are not happy in the shape of the tubular knitting need to think about this. But because there are good quality flat knitting t-shirts that can be buy for a reasonable price. Not only that, that's talking by example Uniqlo. This is brand new, and is great. It's great. It's Supima cotton. It's great. This is brand new compared with the other. It's really nice t-shirt. Really nice t-shirt, and it's very affordable. It's always is my recommendation in the when you're looking for a basic white t-shirt for your wardrobe, even your heritage, or you looking for into the other style of fashion. I think this is the way to go. This very nice, and is very affordable and durable. Anyway, let's keep talking about the Loopwheel T-shirts. Then we have two origins for Loopwheel T-shirts: Germany, and let's put this, and Japan. These are two weights. This is the famous 215, which everyone see in all over the internet, and this is Doubleworks. Is a little bit heavier than this, but look, these are made in Wakayama. These are made in Germany. I don't remember the town, but it's made in Germany. Are the two places in the world that produce Loopwheel T-shirts. And the thing is, there are different price tag for all the Loopwheel. They are cheap, they are more expensive, they are more luxurious, less luxurious. But I haven't found any T-shirt of Loopwheel made of Supima cotton. They always gonna see is 100% cotton. nowadays, how is this brand? Wonderlooper has released a variety of Pima cotton, which is not under the Supima Cotton Association, which means superior cotton, which has a hefty price, but is made of Supima cotton and is Loopwheel, but have size seams. As you see in this picture, this Loopwheel T-shirt has size seams. That's may wonder whether or not you are happy to say, well, I invest in a Loopwheel T-shirt with size seams. Difficult to say. But these are the two styles. I like two are very different, despite the word the Japanese called suriami, this style which is Loopwheel for the Western market, and this is German Loopwheel machines. The important thing here is what is the style you like of Loopwheel T-shirts, because if you're looking for a heritage, you're looking for a heritage approach where they look closer to the old fashion styles, is this Mersby Schwanen. Is really nice approach, and if you compare old picture with the new picture, with the style of the tees are very similar. And some production like Peaky Blinders, they use Mersby Schwanen tees to be accurate to the period. But anyway, let's go back to this then. Japanese and German. I have other Japanese, with, by example, this is lighter. This is lighter. This is Wedgeville. With this, Wedgeville was bought by Tojo Enterprise, which own Sugarcane and Bass Rickson. This is very affordable. It's very light. Very light. You can see almost my fingers. If we put the other, you cannot see my fingers. It's very light but very affordable. If you're looking for a basic tee, but it's not expensive and it's not heavy, this is the way to go, and being Loopwheel T-shirt, and still is Loopwheel. If you think here, there's no size seams. The stitching is very nice. Look at the color of the stitching, it's very nice. And in theory, as this company, they always say, they're very accurate to the period and how were this constructed. Then this is, for me, if you're looking for Japanese Loopwheel, this is a good option, the Wedgeville. If I show you, I don't know if I have here, I think I have here, yeah. It's coming in this package in two shirts. I think if you're looking for Loopwheel affordable, this is the way to go. It's not widely available, and you need to be aware that, sorry, you need to be aware that sometimes you need to wait until you can pick your own size. I use large or extra large. This is large, and this is extra large. Depend situation, depend how I like to wear this tee, I use both sizes. And if you go a little bit deeper, you have, by example, Studio Artisan, which is heavy. Let's compare with this. This is heavy, more or less the same weight, and flathead more or less the same weight. It's going to put here. These three shirts have different price tag and more or less as the same. And I produce the three in Wakayama. Then the difference then is there. For your knowledge, I know there are two companies. You can see this the name of these companies here that produce Loopwheel T-shirts, and one of them is produced for McCoys, which are really good quality. And then you start to see the different price tag, how you can be in Loopwheel from different brands, the cost being so different. And that came to play the weight of the fabric itself. Then if you're looking for something lightweight and still Loopwheel, this is going to be cheaper. And this medium weight, because our medium weight are not heavyweights really, are made by the same companies. Look at this. These are very similar. These are very similar and probably coming from the same factory, the fabric. And this is very similar as well, but different type of cotton. Again, they state that the cotton they use is 100% cotton. Then it's not Supima cotton, it's not the GCM cotton, it's not Pima cotton. Keep in mind that. Why? I'm gonna show you one thing now. This has a couple of wears and it start to having some peeling. I don't know if I can appreciate. This one of the characteristics of the outline cotton. They peeling easily, and this the same. This is the same. I know where Merz Bijuanen used to offer Supima or Supima cotton, no, Pima cotton, because it's not in the list of Supima, but it's discontinued. You try to find it, you're gonna find Pima cotton, but when you go follow the link, there is no anymore in offer. But here, this is a heavy one. This is a heavy one. Okay. That has this peeling. It has minimal wear. You see, have plenty of these T-shirts, but it has minimal wear. You already show signs of peeling, and this is more evident. And see here. What's mean with this? This I say it's going to last less. No, what I say is because it's a really good thickness of the fabric, probably going to show this peeling very early, and that make looks not really really nice T-shirt, and with that thing which become obvious, like it looks like a very old T-shirt. I mean, some people could like it, some people dislike it, but I have another T-shirt, Samurai, and Ironheart, Loopwheel T-shirts. Let's put this aside. They have three examples. This one is Samurai, is the cheapest one. It's coming in a package of 2. And you see, again, you can see some amount of peeling. Where the Supima cotton has less peeling because it's the characteristic of the cotton. And the film itself, this, despite being Loopwheel, this has good drape, but the feeling is very rough. It's not that smooth that like this. You can see, we compare the difference between Supima cotton and I don't know if you can check it out. This is Supima and this is Ablan cotton. This has different, that luxurious feeling, what some people care, some people don't care, but that's, I think, is very important in order to define whether or not has good quality the T-shirt that you're going to buy and it's worth the price. Then, after use all of this, what I think this is worth it because the shape and the drape and the shape of the tee, I really like it, and I know usually extra large or large fit really well for me. I really like that, but there's another thing that need to be taken care, in count, sorry, that need to check is start with the price. I think this is the best way to go. And if we compare with Toys McCoy, the cotton is the same. You see, it's very look alike. Let me pick one of this. Not very heavy. This one. This look similar cotton, very similar. This is white. This is tubular knitting and this is Loopwheel knitting. Are very similar. And the drape of both are very similar as well. It's described like it has more tension, the tubular knitting, than the Loopwheel. But this is another affordable option from Toy McCoy. Not being Loopwheel, has no side seams because it's tubular knitting. Okay, you can see always the tag gonna be here in any tubular or Loopwheel. The Real McCoy, see the tag. And I wore this, and practically I don't feel difference. But again, it's limited quantity what offer this. But again, I go back to this. My advice, if you want to try Loopwheel, go for this. And then if you are happy with this, go for more expensive options. Because in the way they're gonna fit this, gonna be very similar. Because keep in mind this, tubular or Loopwheel knitting always gonna give the same shape. Whereas one brand or whereas the other, whereas heavy fabric or lighter fabric, always gonna be the same, because it's the same. You cannot change the shape. All of these brands gonna fit the same. Then if it's not fit for you once, probably the others not gonna fit. The drape, of course, gonna change a little bit, depend of the weight of the fabric itself. But usually, keep in mind this: the Loopwheel or tubular knitting, they cannot produce different size the same machine. They use different size. Every machine only produce one size and one size only. There are the Loopwheel for M, for S, for L, and for some are not able. Some Japanese are not able to produce extra large, and then those larger sizes need to have side seams. And then if you are a big chap and you're looking for a Loopwheel because the lack of side seams, maybe it's not gonna be for you, because those size what they have is side seams because it's not the diameter of the fabric itself is not enough to produce long bigger sizes. That's something I will keep in mind. I'm happy with my Loopwheel T-shirts. Yes, I'm more than happy. I'll be more happy if the quality of the cotton improves, because it's gonna give more longevity, and the feeling of the fabric is gonna be more luxurious. In the other hand, there is the production of a slub cotton, which is very nice. By example, I have one here. Yes, slub cotton is something that caught my eye, but in this case, it's not tubular, it's flat knitting. But this is another option that I really love, the slub cotton. The slub cotton has a different feeling, has a different look. The look is completely different, and then it's caught the eye. That with things that I like. Then, final thoughts. What do you think about the Loopwheel? But if you like this video, please consider subscribe. Loopwheel T-shirts are worth it. If you never try cheaper brands like this. If you're looking for a T-shirt, don't jump. You never tried before, don't jump into the big names. Jump into this brand, because it's very affordable compared with the other Loopwheel T-shirts, and if you don't, it's not for you this tee, you know that you don't need to spend more in other brands like Ironheart, Samurai, the Flathead, and Doubleworks, and other brands that produce tubular knitting. Remember, all the T-shirts coming from Japan, coming mainly from two companies. That's mean gonna have the same characteristics in the fabric. What maybe could be different is the cotton and the way they treated the cotton. Second, if you buy from Germany, you only have one type of fabric, and that's it. made different with different weight of the cotton. Always the cotton is untreated. That's why Meres Bijuane is cotton untreated. That's mean gonna shrink. Then I recommend, by example, for me is in because I have 44 chest, 44 inches in chest, or 112 centimeters. Let me see here. I use depend, could be large or extra large. For example, 215, the best fitting is extra large. Is extra large. In the heavyweight, because it's wider, is large for me, even with the shrinkage. They shrink, yes, it shrinks. Not that much, really, not that much. And all thing that I like from this brand is the presentation. It's the only one that will offer a box with the presentation of it. Well, here I have to this. Yeah, I have to. Sorry. With this presentation, which is brilliant. It is brilliant. I really like when you pay premium price for a tee and coming with this kind of the presentation. That show like they care really, and when they charge premium is they offer more than the tee in a plastic bag. And the last thing in relation to the Loopwheel T-shirts are not better than the flat knit. That is something that you need to be aware of. Are not better. You can find really good quality flat knits that maybe can fit you better than the Loopwheel T-shirts. At the end, the choice is yours, where you like the sensation of Loopwheel T-shirt due to drape, or you want something more fashionable and maybe that gonna fit much better due to the chance to modify the shape of the body of the flat knit T-shirts. See you in the next. Thank you for to be here if you've been for this long. Bye.